This is Steve Ridgeland. You may hear my dogs in the background strongly supporting this video. Actually, I think we just had a deer cross over the front of our yard, and they're trying to get its attention. But still, so I've been talking. If you've been watching this channel, the last a few times I've talked about prayers that change everything. The prayer that changes your church, out of what the early church in Acts prayed. A prayer that will change you and everyone personally in your church, out of Colossians 4. But today I want to talk about the one that will change the world. This prayer literally will change the world. It may change you, but it will change your world. And it's the prayer that Jesus prays in Luke chapter 10, verse 2. The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Pray earnestly that the Lord of harvest have laborers to send into his work, into his field, into his vineyard. I appreciate that prayer because I don't know how many times in ministry we found ourselves, as everybody that does ministry, as every church does, we need more people too. Now, I think that's directly a prayer to reach lost people and bring them into the kingdom of heaven. But it works in a lot of ways. If we need workers in our children's ministry, we pray that prayer, Lord, send us workers. If we need people to work in the volunteer in the youth program, Lord, send us workers. Whatever the issue is, we pray, Lord, send us workers. We're reaching a lot of people that bring with them a lot like a lot of us do, not just sin struggles, but they have economic needs and they have housing needs and transportation needs and food needs. And we pray sometimes, God, send us laborers to help them deal with all of that stuff. We pray for people that give rides. And sometimes we pray for people to walk alongside all the new converts. You know, if you convert one or two a year, your whole church can help disciple them. But depending on the size of your church and how many you're baptized, you can get overwhelmed trying to help all the new Christians that are coming in. So we pray, Lord, send us workers to help disciple them, to help grow them, to help teach them what you would have them do to live for you. But we especially pray for God to send us workers to go out in the field to increase the kingdom. People who will invite people to church, ask people over for a meal, people that will share their personal testimony and stories, people that will share stories of what's going on in our church, people that will share Jesus stories, people that will help us bring in, teach, convert, disciple all the new people to the kingdom. Because I tell you, God said the fields are white unto harvest. All over this world, if you can find a news article that wants to cover it, a lot of them will not. But I'm telling you, all over this world, people are coming to Jesus. There's more interest in Jesus among young people than there's been for decades. Boy, and it's not just young people. Everywhere. There are churches all over who are having a harvest of souls. It's happening on college campuses. It is happening everywhere. The fields are white. God said, if you will plant the seed and water it, I'll give the increase. And the problem is there's not enough of us to do it. So one of the prayers I pray fervently, partly because I'm old and I want God to raise up people that will replace me. And he may be doing that. I look at my grandkids sometimes, and especially some of my grandsons, and think, this is the one that God's raising up. These are the ones God's raising up. So God, we know your fields are white. We're asking you, send laborers so we can grow your kingdom.